Welcome to our program. Hi, I'm Callie Northagen. This video release of the Pontiac Professional Sales Communication Network focuses on selling the 1993 Sunbird. As you probably well know, the small car segment in which the Sunbird competes accounts for a tremendous percentage of the total automotive market. In 1992, more than 1.5 million cars were sold in this segment. Because of this high volume and the opportunity to bring in first-time buyers, the small car segment is also one of the most competitive in the industry, with nearly 20 different competing models. Sunbird's most visible competitors include the Honda Civic, the Ford Escort, Nissan Sentra, the Dodge Shadow, and the Plymouth Laser, to name a few. In this program, we'll show you how these competitive models compare to the 93 Sunbird, and in the process, we'll identify the strongest product advantages Sunbird has over its key competitors. Overall, you'll find there are several product areas where the 93 Sunbird excels. For example, there's price. While most of the competition has raised their model prices for 1993, Pontiac has actually lowered the MSRP of its 93 Sunbirds by hundreds of dollars from 1992. And as a result, Sunbird's competitive pricing story has never been stronger. Another advantage area is styling. With its sporty body lines and new available sport appearance packages, the 93 Sunbirds offer buyers more youthful sports car styling than their Honda, Nissan, or Ford competitors. There's also vehicle selection. When compared to its direct competitors, the 93 Sunbird has an overall better selection of body styles than most competitors. There's performance. Sunbird's 4-cylinder and V6 engines produce more horsepower and torque than practically every competitive engine in this class. Sunbird's torque-to-weight ratio, which determines a vehicle's off-the-line performance, is also among the highest rated in the small car segment. Cruising range is another competitive advantage area. By offering exceptional highway fuel economy and one of the largest fuel tanks available in its model class, the 93 Sunbird provides one of the highest cruising ranges of practically any vehicle in its class. And there's safety. The 93 Sunbird is the only vehicle among its direct competitors to offer standard 4-wheel anti-lock brakes, providing its drivers with improved steering and braking control. Combine all of these advantage areas, price, style, selection, performance, range, and safety, and you'll see that Sunbird possesses a powerful value edge over its competition. But those are only the broad strokes. Let's see how a 93 Sunbird LE Coupe compares with some of its key competitors in a side-by-side comparison. The first competitor is the 1993 Honda Civic. Now, the Honda package, comparable to the Sunbird LE Coupe, is the Civic DX shown here. It is a fact that people who shop in this segment, particularly entry-level buyers, are shopping price as their #1 consideration. Let's see what kind of price differences they'd find when shopping the Sunbird LE Coupe and the Civic DX. As you can see, the base sticker price of a 93 Sunbird LE Coupe is $9,382. $238 less than it was priced in 1992. This is a key point you'll want to make clear to your customers. By comparison, the base price of a 1993 Honda Civic DX went up $750 to $10,600, giving you a $1,200 advantage. To a price-conscious buyer, that's a lot of money, definitely enough to influence their purchasing decision. But that's just the beginning. Take a closer look at how the two vehicles measure up when popularly equipped. The Sunbird LE Coupe with option package 1SB, which contains the items you see here, and these additional free flow options, retails for $11,808. If you were to compare this to the Civic DX with the same content level, you'd pay $13,480. That gives the Sunbird LE more than a $1,600 price advantage. From the outside, you can see some very visible differences between the Pontiac and the Honda, things that you can point out to prospects in your presentations. For example, take a close look at the Sunbird's body design. The LE Coupe offers buyers sporty styling featuring composite halogen headlights, wide body side moldings, the optional 15-inch touring tires with cross-lace wheel covers featured on our popularly equipped model. However, standard on Sunbird LE are 14-inch all-season tires with custom bolt-on wheel covers. Overall, Sunbird has very youthful styling. Now look at the Civic DX's body styling. The Honda's shape is more wagon-like, more compact, and features smaller 13-inch wheels. The overall length of the Civic is 20 inches shorter than the Sunbird. We're talking about a difference of nearly 2 feet. And for Sunbird owners, that additional exterior room means more interior volume. Sunbird offers its passengers 6.5 more cubic feet of additional space than the Civic. Now let's see how the Sunbird and Civic compare on interior features and passenger convenience. As you can see, the Civic's instrumentation is much more Spartan than the Sunbird. Then the controls for the stereo and climate control system are much harder to reach. The Civic DX's standard interior and content level just don't measure up to the Sunbird LE Coupe. Pontiac buyers receive power steering, automatic door locks, an up-level interior featuring durable grid cloth, and a low oil sensor, all standard equipment. On the Civic DX, these features can only be ordered with more expensive trim levels. You can see there's no comparison between the Sunbird and the Civic interiors. The '93 Sunbird offers more passenger volume, better ergonomics, and higher feature content. Now let's move to another important advantage area for Sunbird, performance. The Sunbird LE Coupe standard 2.0-liter fuel-injected four-cylinder produces 110 horsepower, 124 foot-pounds of torque, and a good weight-to-torque ratio. The Civic standard engine, on the other hand, produces less horsepower and torque and has a weaker weight-to-torque ratio than the Sunbird. The weight-to-torque ratio is simply a measurement that tells you how much weight 1 foot-pound of torque is required to move. For example, the Civic's weight-to-torque ratio is 22.7. This means every foot-pound of torque the engine produces must move 22.7 pounds. Now look at Sunbird's ratio. It's only 20.6, which means 1 foot-pound of torque is only required to move 20.6 pounds. A better weight-to-torque ratio is usually associated with better off-the-line performance. You'll also want to point out Sunbird's cruising range advantage. Sunbird's highway fuel economy is 35 miles per gallon, which ranks among the best in its class. Now combine its fuel economy with the vehicle's 15.2-gallon gas tank, and Sunbird can take you 456 miles per fill-up. While the Civic also offers good fuel economy, it has a much smaller gas tank than the Sunbird and will require that you stop more frequently for gasoline when taking those long vacations. Sunbird also offers small car buyers greater engine selection than the Civic. For more engine power, buyers can select Sunbird's optional 3.1-liter V6, which produces 140 horsepower and 185 foot-pounds of torque. Honda doesn't even offer a V6 engine with its Civic model line. Still, another important advantage area for Sunbird is passenger safety. First off, every Sunbird has standard 4-wheel anti-lock brakes, which can make a world of difference in driving control when braking on wet or slippery surfaces. And that's something worth addressing with prospects. While the Civic does have an airbag, ABS is not offered on this Civic model. And being an accident avoidance feature, ABS is used nearly every day, while airbags are needed only in the event of certain types of collisions. And this child comfort guide is an additional safety feature that's a Sunbird advantage, a small item with a big benefit. Located between the rear seat cushion and quarter trim, it allows children to more comfortably wear their seat belts by keeping the shoulder harness away from their face and neck. Your customers will also be impressed by the fact that with their new Sunbird comes the standard owner security of Pontiac Cares, which includes roadside assistance and courtesy transportation. Honda offers nothing remotely close to Pontiac's owner support, so it's clear that the '93 Sunbird LE Coupe has a strong advantage story over the Honda Civic DX with its sportier styling, superior performance and cruising range, available V6 engine, more interior volume, improved safety and comfort advantages, and the additional peace of mind that comes with Pontiac Cares. all of which are available for about $1,600 less than a Civic DX. And as you may know, Honda introduced a new coupe to the Civic lineup this year, which offers a more contemporary look and two-door body styling. But Sunbird's competitive edge over this model remains intact, with most of the same feature advantages and a lower base price. And the LE Coupe holds many of the same advantages over a number of other key import competitors, like the Nissan Sentra XE, which is considerably smaller than the Sunbird. It doesn't offer a V6 engine or ABS, it can't offer the advantages of Pontiac Cares, and has a base price of $1,300 higher than the Sunbird LE Coupe. Now let's focus on one of Sunbird's strongest domestic competitors, the Ford Escort. In this case, we're matching up the Sunbird LE Coupe with the same options featured earlier to a comparably equipped three-door, one-price Escort LX with the options you see here. Comparing the two packages, your customers would find that while the prices are close, Sunbird offers thousands of dollars more in additional popular equipment than the Escort LX. As you can see, the Sunbird LE features a long list of desirable standard equipment like power steering, anti-lock brakes, power door locks, illuminated entry, and 14-inch all-season tires with custom bolt-on covers. Ford, on the other hand, requires that you pay an extra for all of these features, with the exception of ABS and 14-inch wheels, which are not even available on the Escort LX. So when it comes to standard features and all-around value, Sunbird is undeniably the winner. And that becomes extremely clear when you put these cars side by side and contrast their features. When comparing the exterior styles of both cars, you'll see a very clear distinction between the Sunbird and the Escort. The Sunbird's Pontiac family look gives it similar design cues to the more expensive sport coupes, like the Grand Am and Grand Prix. By comparison, Ford has redesigned the Escort to look like most of the low-priced import coupes on the road today. Look at the similarities between the Escort, the Nissan Sentra, and the Hyundai XL. Now let's compare the interiors for Sunbird's comfort and convenience advantages inside. First, you'll notice that the Sunbird offers more front passenger room, including more shoulder room and leg room. Second, you'll find that the Sunbird offers a more driver-oriented cockpit versus Escorts, whose gauges are smaller and harder to read. Moving to the category of performance, you can see that while the Sunbird and Escort engines offer virtually the same displacement, Sunbird's standard four-cylinder engine produces more horsepower and torque than Escort's. Sunbird also offers customers the option of a 3.1-liter, 140-horsepower V6 engine. The Escort, like the Honda and the Nissan, is not available with the V6. Your customers will also want to know that the Sunbird offers greater cruising range and larger tires than the Escort. Larger tires mean a bigger footprint on the pavement, and that contributes to better handling and greater stability. This leads to another Sunbird competitive advantage: safety. Sunbird drivers have the clear advantage when it comes to braking control for accident avoidance, because four-wheel anti-lock brakes, which are standard on the Sunbird, are not available on any of the 1993 Escort models, even on the Escort GT or LXE, which cost thousands of dollars more than the Sunbird LE Coupe. And finally, there's the Pontiac Cares program. Ford charges its owners $45 a year to be a member in the Ford Auto Club, and their package doesn't include any of the enhancements Pontiac has made to its 1993 program. By now, you can see a pattern of competitive advantages the Sunbird LE Coupe has over its competitors. It's really all about value, about offering more substantial features and benefits for the dollar. And it even includes some things you may have never thought about, like Sunbird's standard clear coat paint, which is a $91 option on the Escort. Well, you'll also find that same value pattern when comparing the LE sedan to its competitors, like the Escort LX sedan. All of the advantages the LE Coupe has over the Escort LX Coupe also apply to the Sunbird LE sedan, such as a lower base price, higher feature content, sportier styling, more engine performance and selection, and more standard safety features. Now, for those buyers who want even sportier styling or a convertible, Pontiac offers the Sunbird SE Coupe and the SE Convertible. Here's a quick summary of what's new on these models and how they compare to some of their key competitors. First, Sunbird SE Coupe offers the option of a new B4U Sport Appearance package, which gives it a fresh, sporty look. This package includes a monochromatic style, front and rear fascia, semi-hidden headlamps, aero side appliques, and a rear spoiler. Also featured with the package are Pontiac's FE2 Sport suspension and 15-inch performance tires with cross-lace wheel covers. The B4U package must be ordered with the 3.1-liter V6 engine. Let's see how this new Sunbird SE package compares to another popular sport coupe on the market, the Plymouth Laser RS. In terms of styling, the SE with its sport appearance package offers more sports car appointments than the Plymouth Laser RS, like lower body aero cladding not available on the Laser. And in terms of performance, Plymouth doesn't even offer a V6 in its Laser lineup. The Sunbird SE also features standard four-wheel ABS, a feature that costs nearly $1,000 extra on the Plymouth. All of these product advantages add up to SE's value advantage over the Laser RS. Sportier styling, better horsepower, more safety, and greater value, all for around $2,500 less than the Laser RS. Small car buyers who may be shopping for a convertible are likely to compare the Sunbird SE convertible to a Chrysler LeBaron convertible and possibly a Mustang LX convertible. Here's a quick rundown on the key competitive advantages that you can point out to your convertible customers. Against the LeBaron convertible, the Sunbird SE convertible offers more standard features, including four-wheel anti-lock brakes. Sunbird's base four-cylinder engine not only produces more horsepower than the LeBaron's base engine, but also provides better city and highway fuel economy. If it's V6 engines your customers are comparing, let them know that the Sunbird's optional 3.1-liter V6 produces more torque than the LeBaron's V6, which is a real plus for off-the-line performance. Sunbird also offers the standard peace of mind you get with Pontiac Cares, something not even available to LeBaron buyers. After you add up all of these advantages, let your customers know that the SE convertible is available to them for over $2,200 less than a comparably equipped LeBaron convertible. And the Sunbird SE convertible has many of the same advantages over the Mustang LX convertible. The base price of the Sunbird SE is $2,200 less than the Mustang LX. Sunbird has standard ABS, whereas ABS isn't available on the Mustang convertible. The Sunbird also offers better all-around fuel economy, a more spacious interior, and a trunk that offers 4 additional cubic feet of space. As I mentioned earlier, Sunbird owners receive the standard Pontiac Cares, while Mustang buyers have to pay $45 a year for the less comprehensive Ford Auto Club. Not one of Sunbird's import or American-made competitors can match its value in terms of features for the dollar, performance, passenger safety technology, overall comfort, and the quality of the ownership experience. And we're referring to every 1993 Sunbird coupe, sedan, and convertible. Across the entire Sunbird line, your customers will find a consistent pattern of competitive advantages, all of which give strong reasons to choose Pontiac. We hope this program has given you plenty of ammunition to sell prospective Sunbird customers. The materials provided through your Pontiac Professional Sales Communication Network are an excellent source for helping you get the job done. Everything you need to know about Sunbird can be found behind the Sunbird Feature Benefit Comparison tab in your 1993 Sales Handbook. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Callie Northagen.